And we're on there. Hey, welcome to our vlog. Please hit subscribe and I don't know, whatever.
And like and subscribe.
Okay, we can stop talking about Chance now. Hey, you're back.
There.
We're telling everybody to subscribe to our group because we're the most happening. We're the most happening hangouts.
Like and share the video.
Yeah, I put a tagline on this one: the Stagnation Party. All right. I'm sure that the professor looks at every one of these. Sits home with his kids.
And puts them on a playlist and just lets them cycle through.
All right. Let's start. Lesson 12. You guys ready?
Yep.
All right. Let's see. D, C, B, A, C, 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 A. All right.
That sums it up pretty well.
All right. During recessions, I put all the above.
I agree.
I did too.
All right. I got one right. Whew.
Oh, we all got one wrong. It depends.
Well, I go down with you guys. All right. When we say the economic fluctuations are irregular and unpredictable, we mean that, and I just put C, recessions do not occur at regular intervals.
I agree.
Because one of them really didn't make any sense. Yeah, then B was like crazy. Some things go up, some things go down. Yeah, I was like, okay. In order to understand how the economy works in the short run, we need to, I was leaning B, study a model which real and nominal variables interact.
I agree.
Yep.
Okay. The variables on the vertical and horizontal axis of the aggregate demand and supply graph are price level and real output, A.
Yep. I agree.
Okay. When looking at a graph of aggregate demand, which of the following is correct? And I had a variable on the C. Vertical axis is nominal and the variable is real. Horizontal is real.
I agree.
Okay. Price and GDP or something like that. When the dollar depreciates, U.S. is not good. Net exports fall, which increases the aggregate quantity of goods and services demanded.
And we'd like to say thanks, Obama.
Yeah. So I was kind of guessing on that one. Net exports fall when the dollar depreciates. Exports fall because it's.
I put A. Since the value of the dollar is weaker, foreign investors want to buy more U.S. goods. So we would be exporting more.
Backwards then, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I put A as well.
Okay.
You got more people from the outside wanting to snatch up our goodies.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I'll do one more here. Let's see. The wealth effect, interest rate effect, and exchange rate effect are all explanations for, I'm kind of weak on this, the slope of aggregate demand curve.
I agree.
That's what I got.
Okay. On aggregate, okay. All right. One more? Sounds good. Which of the following shifts aggregate demand to the right? And I put A, both investment tax and decrease in income tax rates.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense, right?
It sure does.
It's pretty much anything that goes on except for price change.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All All right.
Give people more incentive to
Spend.
spend money.
Yeah. Both of those would. All right. Who wants to take a few?
I'll take over.
Okay.
We left off on number 9. The speculators lost confidence in foreign economies and so wanted to buy more U.S. bonds. B, the dollar would appreciate, which would cause aggregated demand to shift left.
Sounds good.
Yes.
It's
I was
almost the
bouncing back
opposite.
and forth between A and B, but yeah, thinking about it a little harder, B sounds better.
Almost the opposite of depreciates. Dollar depreciates.
Right. You
Yep.
appreciate the dollar.
Yeah, now you
Give it around of applause.
And number 10, which of the following effects provide incentives for consumers to spend less when a price level rises? I put A for that, the wealth effect and the interest rate effect.
Yeah, that's what I got.
That's what I got too.
Cool. This one threw me off because I don't remember hearing anything about World War II anywhere in there. Since the end of World War II, the U.S. has almost always had rising prices and an upward trend in real GDP. To explain this, put C, both aggregated demand and long-run aggregated supply must be shifting right, and aggregate demand must be shifting farther.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah, that's what I was leaning towards. None of the other ones seem to fit.
Because yeah, this one, if you just kind of think about it for a second, you got rising prices, but also an upward trend in your real GDP. That means both of them have got to be moving.
Going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wages cannot speak today. Wages tend to be sticky uh, when you forget to take them out of the dryer, because of contracts, social norms, and notions of fairness. A.
Yep. That's what I got.
13. Which of the following shifts sh- short run but not long run aggregate supply? That's just a weird word. 13 is, I think it's B, a decrease in the expected price level.
There's just
That's what I got.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah, that's kind of in the previous chapter we had.
Yep. 14. The long run aggregate supply curve will shift left if the amount of labor available decreases or Congress made a substantial increase in the minimum wage.
That's what I got.
That's what I got. Both would, yeah,
Cool.
negative impact.
Correct. This one I threw a wild guess, I think. For 15, refer to the stock market boom of 2015. What happens to the expected price level and what impact does this have on wage bargaining? Put C for that. The expected price level rises, bargains are stuck for higher wages.
Yeah,
I couldn't even
briefly.
remember.
No,
I couldn't even remember where the stock market boom was.
I know. I was like, 2015 last time I checked.
Yeah, I know on the slides it kind of briefly talked about it on like one of the first slides where stock market booms kind of impact. Where is it? If I can find it right quick. But yeah, either way, I got C as well.
Cool. And 16, policymakers who control monetary and fiscal policy, and want to offer and want to offset the effects on output of an economic contraction caused by a shift in aggregate supply, could use policy to shift. Put B on that one. Aggregate supply to the left.
Caused by shift in aggregate supply. So the economy is contracting.
because of a shift in aggregate supply.
Yeah. So you would need it. You would
So
need
in order
it.
to level
to
things
go
back
right.
out, wouldn't you have to shift your demand? Or yeah,
Is it demand or supply? I think it's demand. Isn't it?
yeah, because you got your supply was shifted, and so to balance your
So
or
yeah,
negate the effects of it, you have to shift your demand to the right.
your supply would be greater, and so you would need a demand to go to the right.
Yeah, because
So
it's a little easier to control your demand curve than it is your supply curve, isn't it? Your supply curve is kind of just influenced by
Kind of reactionary, isn't it?
yeah.
yeah,
Well, so is demand in a way. Depends on
That's
how you
true.
think about it. But in this case, the economy's contracting. That usually means more supply, right? So to offset that, you would need a demand to shift to the right because that would be positive.
yeah.
Is that how that's how I'm thinking about it?
Yeah, so you got your supply shifting to the left, so you got to move your demand to the right in order to
Balance it out.
yeah
Yeah, that's all.
offset the effects, as it says.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
All right, look that one up. Yeah, it sounds right. But we've sounded right before.
That is true. So, yeah, I guess we'll double check that one.
I think I found it in the reading. I think it is the aggregated demand. Now that I just may have selected the wrong one then, because it says policymakers who control monetary and fiscal policy might attempt to offset some of the effects of the shift in the short run aggregate supply curve by shifting the aggregate demand curve. So it is the demand curve that they're shifting.
Yeah. So in this case, you get since the economy is contracting, it's getting, it's not producing as much. Your supply is shifting to the left. You're producing less. So in order to bump it back to where it was, you got to shift your demand curve to the right.
Cool. What page was that on?
I can never find the page numbers on these things, but it's section 20-5B.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right before the second graph that they give. It's a paragraph right before the second graph.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. I'll take a few, Chase.
Sure, I'll take these last couple. We're on 17. So the shift of the short run aggregate supply curve from SRAS1 to SRAS2 B could be caused by a decrease in the expected price level. This one, these last couple I just kind of, I said, had to hurry through in order to finish it in time. So I'm probably wrong, but
That's what I have.
That's what I leaned from because it looks like a
kind of
movement on the demand curve, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is the price. I don't know. Seems that it's a shift in supply.
As you're shifting your supply curve, which stagflation would cause it to shift in the opposite direction because it's moving to the right, and stagflation would cause it to go to the left. Increase in unemployment, which also move it to the left. So the only other one that was kind of plausible is the war in the Middle East, but from what I understood, the war
Sometimes creates more.
Can sometimes create.
It affects
creates unsettling things in the beginning and profits in the later. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards B, but yeah, maybe. I don't remember seeing anything about war in the Middle East in the reading.
Yeah.
There's always a war going on over there sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not having any impact on the economy now. Got used to them.
Alrighty. So 18. The appearance of the long run aggregate supply curve indicates that Y1 is the natural rate of output. It's the same what I got as I'm rushing through.
I got C, but no,
Yeah,
I got
that's what-
D.
So,
I got D, but I feel like it is C. I honestly feel like it. I took a wild guess on that one, but I honestly think it is C.
yeah, I kind of did too. C just seemed the most plausible to me, but it very well could be D.
I was thinking D because B is pretty convincing. A represents a long run equilibrium and a short run equilibrium when the relevant short run for AS one.
All right.
That would make
I
sense.
don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree. Like I said, I was just kind
Is
of
consistent with
rushing through
concept
these
of
last couple
monetary
here.
neutrality. Yeah, A would be neutrality because the Fed wouldn't, or whoever wouldn't move anything anyway to try to. They'd be at the sweet spot, right?
Yeah.
So
Already at equilibrium there. All right, I'll go with that one then.
yeah, look that one up. Only because I convinced you.
And the 19 is the one that I'm concerned about because A and B are the exact same.
And so are C and D.
Oh, it's E terrible.
I think it's F.
Like, yeah, can we just go with
F for fail.
I mean, it's either A or B.
they're true or false? No.
I mean, I feel like it's A, but I also want to say it's B.
I don't know.
Both very similar.
Yeah, or both A and B.
I'm just gonna put not C or D.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, maybe it's one of those multiple choice ones or multiple answer. You gotta select both of them.
All right.
All right.
That one we might have to post a question on the question and answers area.
Yeah, see if he says anything about that. All right. But yeah, I got A, obviously. Or B.
All right.
20. Suppose
We'll
the
let you pass on
economy
that last one.
Suppose the economy is in a long run equilibrium. Senator A succeeds in getting taxes raised at the same time Senator B succeeds in getting major restrictions on logging removed. In the short run, I put B, real GDP will fall and price level might rise, fall, or stay the same.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Hmm.
Because the raised taxes will make people shift.
Yeah.
But then you don't know what the offset is.
How much logging or
Yeah.
removing restrictions on logging is going to affect it.
Wouldn't that be D then?
No, I think it's a tax increase, so it's a shift in the short run.
Yeah, so your really GDP is going to fall just because that tax
Yeah.
raise, and it's
raised.
short run, so it's hard to tell what's going to happen to the price level of
Everything shifts except for price, right? So
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, this was. Yeah, these last few ones were rough.
Yeah.
Like I said, I very well could be wrong. These, 17 onward, I was just kind of rushing through it. These were like the worst ones to rush through. So.
So. All right.
Yeah, we more or less agree on B.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cool.
All right.
Well, that
Well,
wasn't as painful as I thought it was going to be.
not a whole lot of math in this one.
No, just
a
a lot of
concepts and terms and things.
Reading and thinking what affects what.
Yeah, I have to keep up with all the abbreviations between this and my Econ 150 class and my accounting class. I've got so many abbreviations or acronyms for different things going through my head. It's like, wait, what does C mean again?
Yeah. You guys taking classes again next semester? I saw your list, Alfredo. Holy moly.
Oh, yeah. A little suicide mission there.
Yeah. But you see the end in sight and you want to get it over with.
Oh, yeah. And get it over with. Even if it costs me, my social life.
Sleep.
Be
Yeah.
done with
Stress.
If it doesn't kill me, it'll make me stronger, right?
Yeah. There's an economy equation in there somewhere. The benefits and
The demand is high.
your supply and demand.
Opportunity cost.
You taking classes next semester, Chance?
Yeah, I'll probably take a couple online. And next semester, I'm taking off track, so I'm just gonna work and make enough money to pay for the next semester.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, they kept sending me invites to override and go this semester, but I don't know. I already felt so burnt out after midterms that I was kind of like,
No idea.
Yeah. I'm probably going to take 2 classes and then maybe a third. A religious class is kind of not too bad. I don't know.
yeah,
Debating.
It's kind of what I'm thinking about. Yeah, 2, maybe 3.
So, yeah, I work full time, so it's impossible for me to do more than 4. So I can't even do 4 classes. I don't even know why I said that. I could probably do 3, but that'd be tough.
3 is an interesting balance. Really?
One of the classes, yeah. Can't even remember what I signed up for now. I think you had a different instructor.
Humanities, maybe?
No, not
Science?
humanities. It's a fun class, actually.
World
I like that one.
Foundations?
Yeah, World Foundation. Wait. Yeah, I think it was one of those.
I'm thinking World Foundations, Environmental Science, Business, Introduction to Business, and a religious class and a religion course that I need to finish off the requirements.
Yeah, I'm taking the environmental one, environmental science.
That one sounds interesting.
That'll finish my science.
Same here.
Actually, thinking about it, so you guys took humanities online?
Yeah, it was fun.
It was pretty good.
Fun. Yeah, a lot of reading though.
Is it?
Yeah, but I mean, most of the stuff is we haven't read it before. Like most of the stuff I remember reading in high school. So
yeah, it seems to be the general trend with a lot of the foundations classes. I feel like most of it's just kind of review from like high school.
Yeah, yeah. Just watch the movie Macbeth now. This time.
if you've watched any spin off of Macbeth. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
Get the general idea.
yeah. I had to watch. We actually had to watch Casablanca. That movie.
I think that was the first time I sat through that movie. I watched it for the first time because of that class. It was a fairly good movie.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Uh,
Yeah,
I don't
and
think I
then
read it Macbeth though.
yeah, Macbeth is kind of gory. Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, I just couldn't. I remember reading it in high school, just like I just can't read this again, just because. Oh my gosh.
yeah, just Psycho. But yeah, if you take it, it's a good class. It's not too tough. There's a little bit of reading.
Some video watching,
Yeah, I'm kind of
listening to
debating on whether I
music.
wanted to wait and do that one in class or just take it online. But
Online was fun.
Yeah,
that actually
They
might
did
not be
some
too
they
bad.
did some stuff where you had to go take pictures of art around town or whatever.
I actually enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was fun. And then you had to do I had to do a storyboard at the end.
I don't remember if I did that. If I just chose not to do that.
Shit, I think I remember right. Yeah, humanities is like the only foundations course I technically have left besides one other foundations religion class. But
And they
I think I
Yeah.
already
also,
knocked out all my science and English and all that other stuff. So.
and you also like listen to music and things like that. And it's funny, some of the pieces, like for some of your exams, you the teacher's like, please turn down the volume before you start the exam, because like the music would, for whatever reason, just automatically start. So you got like 5 or 6 different symphonies going on at the same time.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
You start
Each
blaming that
question
shit.
they had one started on its own.
Yeah,
So then you had to go down and almost answer those first or stop them or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would
I
just go
forgot about
random.
that.
I think
Yeah. And then I got mixed up between Roman and Greek architecture and that kind of stuff.
like it all looks the
So
same to me.
yeah, they're all kind of
They
pointy.
they all killed each other though and took over eventually.
Yeah, they're wiped out. We're the new plant.
We survived.
Yeah, but yeah, I think you'd enjoy it. It's a fun class. I don't know.
I might have to check that one out.
It's a,
Yeah, I think
online is a fairly easy grade in my opinion.
Fair enough.
yeah, it's almost a 2 class compared to some of these.
Uh,
So, oh, my other class is business writing. Sure.
Business writing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fairly easy actually. I'm almost done with that one. I enjoyed it.
Are you?
Yeah, I truly enjoyed it. I feel like I got more benefit out of it than like English. Oh, I didn't take English 301 because
Yeah.
it's either English 301 or business writing. I went with business writing. It's fairly
No,
cool. It's
that's
just like writing resumes or updating, like writing a cover letter, writing memos, emails, different things. Like this week, we're focusing on like how you would handle like social media complaints. That was last week. This week is
yeah.
like it involved this last like few weeks is just social media related and how to properly write and things like that.
Oh, cool. That'd actually be useful.
Oh yeah, it
Yep.
helped me. Like it helped me with my resume. I mean, I don't need to update it right now, but I was able to completely update it from what I had it before. And it was a complete 180.
Yeah. Well, now you need to. If you take Business 100, they're gonna do a resume on that.
Oh, I already took that one. I took that
Oh,
one
did you?
also. Yeah,
Oh,
I got an update from that update.
yeah.
Yeah, my teacher, in the nicest way, tore mine apart. Like, yeah, no, don't do this. I was so bad that I think I and no and like even the guy that reviewed it didn't catch it. I misspelled the word bilingual.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the word bilingual. It was like and I didn't even look at it when I first submitted it for this class. I was like, it's correct. It's been reviewed. Nope, the word bilingual is incorrect.
Oops.
Whoops.
What are those small little details?
You'll remember that, 30 years
Automatically
from now.
correct. Like, oh, yeah, that's right.
You'll always remember this one. Cool. Well, gentlemen, any last parting words? Anything?
No, I think we're
One
just.
of our last couple meetings that we're gonna have.
I know.
Yeah.
It's coming up quick.
None of you had sexual harassment charges against you yet?
Not yet, hopefully. But I mean, it's 2017, and they're just popping up left and right.
I know.
Oh,
Everybody's going down. Weed out that's one way to weed them all out.
there you go.
Yeah. Seems like it's the only thing happening lately. It's crazy.
No, they're just blowing up everywhere now. I feel like some people are just, making the claims just to try and get people out of office or out of certain positions. Like, oh yeah, he did this to me once upon a time. Like,
I know this almost affects the economy. Probably a question.
Like the Bill Cosby one just kind of went away. If you
Which
remember,
one?
like Bill
Yeah.
Cosby, that one just disappeared. I mean, I guess somebody got a lot in their pockets lined with money and just went hush hush.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a opportunity there, huh? All right. Well, hope you guys survive Thanksgiving, it looks like.
Yeah, a few extra pounds heavier, but yeah.
Yeah.
gonna have to get motivated to go to the gym.
That's not until January 1st, though. I mean,
There you go.
New
But
Year.
yeah, wait till after Christmas, all the food from Christmas too. So
Oh yeah.
then it's time to hit the gym.
Then it's time, because nothing good happened until July.
What's depressing is I'm on my way home from work. My radio was on Glenn Beck for some reason. I don't really listen to talk radio much, but they were talking about Bitcoin and how people got in at 50 cents or $1 a Bitcoin, and it's now 10,000 per Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, I was talking about that the other day too with a friend of mine. I remember I was 16, just having admirations about the future, and I remember hearing about Bitcoin, and the first transaction that took place with Bitcoin was somebody bought a pizza for like 10,000 Bitcoins. And so I was like, at the time I kind of wanted to invest in it, but I was like, yeah, internet currency, that's not going to catch on. Here I am now.
Yeah, I always thought, that's going to be super risky.
Same here.
If it goes up that fast, it can also go down that fast. I just don't know how it does it.
It's a tricky market. It's a tricky. You don't have a safety net like the FDA, or not the FDA, the FDIC to safeguard your money. I have a friend who's like a investment, like a financial planner or something like that. He, like, for the last 3-4 years, he's just been going on and on about Bitcoin. And I should have listened to him at the 4 years ago, because he's just raving about it now. He's like, oh, told you guys.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, there was some guy who was talking about, he was an investment counselor or something. He, help people, or advisor or whatever. He'd help people with investment. Well, his firm outlawed discussions on Bitcoin.
What?
And
really?
he'd been investing in Bitcoin for years up to that point. And he goes, are you for real? And they go, yeah, you can't mention it. He goes, well, then I quit. He had enough in Bitcoin to quit his job, and he started his own Bitcoin service, advising service or whatever. And he wouldn't disclose how much money he had, but he goes, it's substantial. And he goes, that, and mine pales compared to this person in town he knows. He goes, they invested when it was $1 a Bitcoin, and they're now on a 50-foot yacht off the coast of Chile, hanging out. That's all they do.
Crazy.
At the same time, it's just one of those things where it's like you're talking about not necessarily an imaginary. I mean, it's what $1 is basically. Also, it's adding value to a piece of paper or cloth.
Currency.
Yeah. It's like
Especially the way you make Bitcoins is just odd. It's just like I know people that mine Bitcoins, and they have these little boxes that are basically just CPU or GPU for a computer that just sits there and runs all day to make Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's what has always confused me. I'm like, what exactly are you, like, is it generating it, or like that's where they mention like farming or something like that. Bitcoin. I'm like, what are you doing?
It's kind of like that SETI. Remember that SETI program where you could download a piece of the received signal from one of the satellites that listen to space, and then your computer would break it down in a chunk at a time, and then it would communicate back. So then you did so many sections of a sound wave or whatever waves, and there was no money in that. That all was just for giggles on the internet. So I think Bitcoin is a spin-off of that, where they have money involved somehow.
They have ATMs now. Apparently, throughout different cities, there's ATMs for Bitcoin.
Wow.
Gee.
Those are going to be robbed when this thing goes up skyward. One's at 10,000. I don't know.
But it's jumped up in the last 3-4 months alone. I think it jumped up. It was in the hundreds somewhere, and then all of a sudden,
it was like 7,000 or something, and it went to 10.
Yeah.
So what happens when the world economy goes into a recession? Does it drop like a rock? That's what I'm wondering.
Probably. Like you said, nothing really behind it giving it.
Yeah. You have 90 million one year, and the next month you're down to $9.
Yeah.
That's a
I
scary
can buy a pizza for 10,000. I bet that guy who bought a pizza for 10,000 is kicking himself now.
Right?
Anyway. All right, guys.
Really, really expensive pizza now.
I know.
Extremely expensive.
I know.
Alrighty.
All right.
Well,
I guess I should hit stop on these broadcasts. I think our religious talk was on the last broadcast at the end. So people will enjoy that one.
It's a test to see who actually watches all the way to the end.
If you're at this point, just hit like and subscribe.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not really in your class. I've just been doing this. Yeah. I hate for that to happen. All right. Well, good talking with you guys. We'll see you next Monday from Marriott Hotel.
Alrighty.
Live from the Marriott Hotel.
I did get a rewards card, so I'm trying to milk that for what it's worth.
Get a free upgrade or whatever.
All right, guys. Take it easy.
All right. Yeah, have a good one.